Welcome to Vet Ranch. I'm Dr. Carrie. This is the mama kitty that we rescued from the shelter, and she is nursing 3 kittens right now. I actually did not pull her to be part of Vet Ranch. I just thought she was a healthy mama nursing kittens, and I was going to try to get her kittens adopted because euthanasia rates are really high for cats in our local shelter. But turns out today, so she's been doing great for about 3 days, and turns out today she started having some blood spotting in her cage and wasn't really acting like her normal self. She's been very, very lovable, and today was super kind of quiet and lethargic. And so we located where the blood is coming from, and if you can tell, hard to kind of tell, it's all coming from her vulva area. So I believe she has what we call a pyometra, which basically just means she has a uterus that has a ton of pus in there and infection. And that infection has spread to the rest of her body, making her have a high fever, and then also feel really sick, which is why she's been lethargic today. So of course this happens on a Friday afternoon when you are ready to leave work. But the safest thing for her would be to take her to an emergency surgery right now and remove that uterus full of pus, because it's basically just going to keep causing her to feel sick until it's gone. So we really wanted to wait a little bit longer to spay her until the kitties were totally weaned, but now she's kind of in a crisis situation, so we are off to surgery. So we gave Mama Cat a little sedative, and the technicians are putting her IV catheter in for her surgery. She's a little sedated, which is why she looks kind of wide-eyed, but we are going to start her surgery as soon as we get a catheter in and get her under anesthesia. Here's Mama Kitty's babies. They're waiting for her to come back from surgery to them because they don't know what's going on. But they are super playful and healthy. She's done a good job taking care of them, even at her own body's expense. Right, little ones? We're going to call this one Cheddar. Alright, so here's the uterus. They have 2 horns, and we have one of the horns out, and you can see the ovary right here at the very end, very small. And this uterus, believe it or not, this is huge for a cat. It should normally be kind of the size of this hemostat right here, this instrument. Very, very small, and this is probably completely full of pus. So first thing we're going to do is just get this thing out of her quickly, gently, without rupturing any blood vessels. We're going to clamp everything off. And we definitely do not want this to break down, because if that happens, then this infection that's in this closed little kind of vacuole is going to get out and get into her abdomen, and we're going to get a peritonitis. So we're going to work really quickly to get this out so that we can get her back to feeling better. And here's the other horn that we're taking out. So you can see how there's 2 horns. I'll show you right here is the cervix. So that's where they both come together. And then it is going into the 2 horns. So this is huge for a little kitty cat. Alright, so now we're going to clamp this off as low as we can so that we can get this out of there. So we've kind of isolated this uterus, separated it off from everything. And we're going to remove all the ovaries and all the uterus in one foul swoop so that we can get all the infection out of her body. And we've given her some IV antibiotics, and she's going to actually have to be on those for several days. And we're going to have to see what we do about the kittens. I think they're old enough to wean, so we might just pull those off of her and just get them eating some solid food instead of nursing as well. Okay, we're done with surgery. You can see here she's got incision. Some of that, more of that kind of pus and blood was expressed when we were manipulating her, but that big uterus is out of there, hopefully with minimal contamination. So we are now going to wake her up and continue antibiotics. She's already had 2 pain meds on board, and we're going to keep her hospitalized for several days. Here's our mama kitty. She's recovering from surgery, so she's still a little bit out of it. She's going to be on fluids tonight, getting them in her IV line, and then she's also on IV antibiotics. So we are going to watch her closely through the night and check her temperature and see if we can get that down. Mama kitty, just day after surgery, doing amazing. We're about to pull her IV catheter that's still here. She's back with her babies because we were worried that they would be too lonely without her, wonder what was going on. So she's eating like a champ, on pain meds, switching over to different antibiotics. There's Colby. Which one's your favorite? Cheddar? Cheddar Man? He loves you. You want to pet Cheddar?
I'll pet that one. I'll pet your tiny one.
The little tiny one?
Stop. Hey, what's his name?
Colby. Want to pet Colby? Alright guys, I wanted to give you the final update on our little kitty Bree, part of the Cheese family. She's doing amazing. She's perked back up, purring. So we are so happy that she's doing well. It's kind of fate that we just ended up pulling her from the shelter, and then a day later she broke with a life-threatening infection. So she's doing wonderful after surgery. So we wanted to say thank you for watching, and thank you guys for all your donations that help save animals like this and help give them a voice because they have none. Thank you.
Sometimes when you're feeling young and you're feeling tough and you're all caught up, but you don't walk right and you don't talk right, and there ain't nothing wrong with feeling strong. But I know what you're going through. I know 'cause I've been there too. I don't walk right and I don't talk right, and there ain't nothing wrong with feeling strong. But I wanna be there for you, honey, working my job and making money. But I wanna be cool for you, baby. And I'm just a fool for you, girl. But you know, you're my whole world. Last week I was climbing a tree. I lost my footing, I fell 30 feet. Now I don't walk right and I don't talk right, and there ain't nothing wrong